Welcome to PLA's Topic Explorer series. Today we will be discovering Newton's laws, part of Science 11 and 12. Let's dive in. Newton's laws of motion, unveiling the laws of motion, an introduction to Newton's fundamental principles, presented by Progressive Learning Academy Canada. Today we will discover 1. How is force and motion related? 2. What did Sir Isaac Newton observe? And 3. What are Newton's 3 laws of motion? Make sure you utilize your notepad for increased memorization and study time. Exploring the connection between force and motion. An object free to move will move once acted upon by force. See the examples. Note, it is often a result of an interaction between two objects. An object, when subjected to force, will experience motion if free to move. Let's break it down. Inertia. It is the object's tendency to maintain its current state of motion. Velocity. The speed and direction of an object in motion. Acceleration. The change in an object's velocity. Sir Isaac Newton's ideas. Beyond gravity, Newton elucidated how the interplay of forces influences the motion of an object. When forces are in equilibrium, the object will maintain its current state of motion, be it at rest or in constant motion. However, if the forces are imbalanced, the object will undergo changes such as acceleration, deceleration, or alteration of its direction.
But what about additional elements like friction and air resistance?
He later developed his ideas into what we currently know as laws of motion. Newton's first law of motion. The law of inertia. Objects in motion will persist in their motion, and objects at rest will remain stationary unless an unbalanced force is applied. Remember, utilized note-taking. It is a valuable learning tool that greatly enhances understanding and retention. See the example of Newton's first law, the law of inertia. The golf ball will remain on the ground until the golfer strikes it. Next, Newton's second law of motion, the law of acceleration. The law of acceleration, as described by Newton's second law of motion, states that the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force acting on it and inversely proportional to its mass. See the example of Newton's second law. The law of acceleration. The car moves forward as its engine generates a force that surpasses the friction with the road surface, resulting in acceleration. Now on to Newton's third law of motion, the law of action and reaction. Newton's third law of motion states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Now see the example of Newton's third law, the law of action and reaction. On a rocket launch, the shuttle exerts a downward force, and the reaction force of the same size pushes it upward. Conclusion. We now understand that force and motion are related simply because motion is a result of force. The movement of an object is determined by the equilibrium of forces acting upon it. Newton's laws of motion are 1. The law of inertia. 2. The law of acceleration. And 3. The law of action and reaction. I have to say, great work today, everyone! And thank you for tuning into another PLA Topic Explorer Series lesson, Science Edition. If you liked the video and found it helpful, please give it a like. We will be covering a new K through 12 topic every day, so stay tuned. We will see you all in the next one. Happy learning!